Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Erangel. Oh my god, he does look orange. All right,
He does. What is it called? Sepia Instagram filter.
I had a spray tan in the break there. It was a quick 3-minute one.
It's very American of you. Anyway, beyond all of that, we're going to be going to Erangel coming up next and for the next 3 maps as a whole. Gentlemen, I'm always excited to go to Erangel Remastered when it comes to competitive settings. In my mind, it's just expanded the wealth that we get from competitive games when it comes to PUBG on Erangel Remastered. How about you, Toby? What are your thoughts regarding it?
I think it's amazing to finally be able to get the new Erangel involved, and I think it's taken so many of those areas that previously we were like, oh my god, are we heading into whatever this specific area is again? And now we can say, okay, we're heading here. Now there's some new obstacles, there's some new things to hide behind, and it's better. Still have some hate towards the south side Gatka fields, but hopefully we'll get them turned around with a little military fortification in the middle of it at some point. But overall, I mean, I think it's great.
How do you like it, Hypoc?
I mean, one of the key areas for me now is the particular field. Having a couple of different variables there makes some of the late game circles we do have in that area a bit more interesting to watch.
Let's take a look at the standings. We have moves happening as Team Diamond, represented from Group A, has been able to move up into a decent position. However, after 9 games, they're still not surpassing Fast Pay Wildcats from their first day. Toby, that's mental.
That's huge, and also Blaze having played 3 games, already sitting in 8. That's I mean, they're doing that against 9-game teams and 6-game teams, right? So having find themselves there already in top 8 after just 3, that's pretty damn impressive.
I mean, already 2 chicken dinners on the board as well. First team to
do that.
Yeah, pick up 2 wins in 3 games is a fantastic start. Hopefully, they can carry that momentum into Erangel.
Look at that, guys. Come on, Mutiny, not doing too bad. 5th place. I mean,
yeah,
they've played more games than the other teams.
A couple of games in hand, yeah.
yeah, you know, we'll be fine. But beyond that, that is how the standings do sit. Of course, some of the teams like Entropy are going to have to really make magic happen here when it comes to their last 3 games to try and push themselves up into the top spot. It's almost all but done, really, for teams like in that spot. Almost the nail in the coffin already.
Yeah, I mean, we're maybe not talking triple wins, but I want to say triple top 5s. I mean, we're talking triple 10+ point games at least, at the very, very least. And if they can't go out and do that now, then I'm worried for them. And also a little worried for the plane paths we've had today overall. I don't know if it's just me and Hypoc being deliverance of horrible plane paths. But if we start off now with a tough one, like far south or like really far towards either the north or the eastern side, or the east or the western side, sorry, then it's going to be hard for some of those teams that are maybe not dependent on going to a specific loot spot, but that doesn't know the other teams well enough to get one more of those curveball games. Because I feel like we've already had 3 of those.
Yeah,
it's a great point that you bring up, because Hypoc, every single game has been people have to react very much so in that plane to try and get themselves the best spot. And it really is testing these teams' adaptability rather than just kind of their honed, true, tried and practiced tactics.
Yeah, and I think one team, again, if you want to make an example of that, Diamond, again, is one that middle of the pack yesterday, and it looks like they've had a major step change in this lobby today, where they're actually taking control, actually picking themselves up now. I think I saw it was 71 points now in 2nd place, which is, again, you got to take into account the top team not playing today, but they've made up a lot of ground already to double their points in the first 3 games of today, following on from yesterday's performance. And again, coming into Erangel is one where, you know, you'll see teams. It's the home map of PUBG. So now to have that, you know, the variables of Miramar and Sanhok out of the way, they've now got a blank canvas to finish off today, and I'm excited to see it.
All right, gents, break time. And when we return, it's going to Erangel Remastered. We'll see you in a few on the grassy pastures.
take boat trips in the water. Lay back in the sun if you want to. There's no way when you're riding the wave. Feels great when you're riding the wave. We could take boat trips in the water. Lay back in the sun if you want to. There's no way when you're riding.
We are headed on over to Wrangle in just a few moments, but before we get there, I want to say welcome back to everyone. Maybe if you're tuning in just now, we are halfway through the day, the second day of the closed qualifiers. I'm Toby, and I guess it's over it's over there. There's Hypuck, the orange looking Hypuck. And I'm just gonna say, Hypuck, I noticed this just now. Our facial hair and white shirts and the headsets, you just gotta wear beanie and grow some longer hair. We're practically twins right now.
I guess I should. I could go for the full quarantine mop, as they would call it over here, but I think I'm going to go down James's path. I'm a couple of days behind him. I'll be honest. I'm not far off shaving.
Fair enough. But we are going to head into the first of 3 Wrangle games in just a few seconds. So let's see, Hypuck, are we going to get ourselves a tough playing path this time around too, or will it be a little more fair?
I mean, hopefully,
That's
we go.
fair. That is
there
fair.
we go. I was going to say, hopefully the plane path woes won't continue into a wrangle. Now we've got a fairly neutral plane passing over the center of the map. So a good opportunity for these teams now to reset. Maybe take a breather and not have to panic in the 90 seconds that they're going to be in the plane, Toby.
I'm worried. Like, this plane path is just too fair.
It's too fair.
We're gonna get complete butcher of circles all the way through this one, I'm afraid, and we'll see how things are gonna pan out, and also, of course, for some of these teams that might not have had the pleasure of playing one another on this lovely map so far. We'll see if there's anyone jumping on top of each other. It does seem like both Zenith and Besiktas Academy are opting to split Gatka. Not just that, but splitting pretty similarly around Gatka.
Yeah, this is and actually Roth all the way over towards Pachinki, and he's in close proximity to Entropic. You can see there double asserting some dominance. Roth is going to come back to the compound a bit further down the road, but yeah, interesting drop here. We've got Mystery all the way over to the north. You can already see Besiktas sending some shots down to the southern split over at the bottom of Chopsticks, but interesting early game scenario going on here around Gatka for sure. This could cause some problems in between rotations.
Let's see. Circle. So far, so good. Pretty fair, pretty similar. Could still go military. You never know. You never know. If there's a will, there's a way. And today's circles and planes have been pretty damn ruthless. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Blaze going to split out Shelter. I've always had a weird kind of relationship with Shelter splits, because if you don't get Prison, if you don't get at least Heaven over towards Mansion, I feel like you're very dependent on playing those. Like, we can only rotate in from either the Dirt Road over towards Potato or the one going north route, and then you're guaranteed to push into compound loading teams which don't necessarily know when are leaving. So I don't know, if you only sit in Shelter the way the Blaze do right now, info gathering can be pretty damn difficult.
Yeah, and the only real option to kind of gather any information is come along that dirt road past the Wizard Tower, and that, as we know historically, isn't always the best option. But again, with this circle, they should have themselves a little slice of the circle they can kind of spread out in. But I want to see them move out of Shelter as quickly as possible on this circle, because there's there's going to be a cluster of teams around Pachinki, Mini Pachinki, obviously then the double mansion compound, and obviously with is it Entropy? Entropy actually split over Rozhok, and it looks like School, but one member of Diamonds and Apps. But eyes are going to be towards Blaze, Diamond, Brute, Zenith, and Tropic is our top 5 on the day. And they're the ones that are going to be looking to close out strong on a wrangle here. Again, Diamond, like I just said, they're across Mini Pachinki and then one over in the apps. But Blaze, the number 1 team for today, hoping they're going to be able to get a good start on a wrangle, because it's been fantastic to see them play today, Toby.
Yes, they have been. Every single time they've been given a a little bit of help from the game. They've completely and utterly seized it as best as they possibly could, and it's been working out pretty damn well so far. And I think for the sake of the players as well getting off, I mean, I don't really care too much about the circle, but the plane being decent, no one really had to fight it out. I mean, yes, Besiktas Academy and Zenith did have to do a little bit of shoulder rubbing to find out who's going to loot where, but since we are playing 3 games in a row on this map, if you come off to a start where you lose 2 on the hot dropping one another, I mean, if things go bad early, you don't get that info into the next 2 games. So now everyone is kind of sort of established who's looting where are you going, and that should give them some sort of calm going into the next games too. And that might be a flipperoo into the water. Whoa. No, saved it easy.
No, you're absolutely right.
Don't
no, is he stuck?
No.
Yeah, there you go. Hop out. And that's it. This could be a problem because you can see there's a member of Mutiny over at the Crossroads compound here. He's luckily on the north side of it. But there is a Dacia. They're getting baited in by the Dacia. They're going to go for the vehicle. And there you go. Lands 1 headshot. Can he convert?
What?
Shoot more. Shoot more. Okay. Not sure about the decision making there. It looks a bit
this is your team. Talk some sense into them.
From my perspective, Toby, but that looked like 2 free kills for him if he just committed. He landed the headshot with the first shot. I was going to say, he even headshot the guy with an SLR. That's, I mean, even if there's 4 guys looking at you, you take that extra shot to hit it. Oh,
there is the first knock, though. Zenith will lose 1. But I feel like, I mean, even with them losing 1 here, now they know. Now they know that they are going to be sharing this, most likely at least, with Besiktas because they didn't back off. They never left. They stuck around, right?
Yeah, just coming back to the point you were making. This first Erangel map, again, having the benefit of playing the back end of this series today with 3 of the same map. You know, first map, you can figure out if there's going to be some antics from some of the teams. If people are going to hot job, they're going to share. They're going to fight for a compound early. That's you see Besiktas trading back and forth here with. Who are you? Going to get confirmed here from Lyron.
Where did they come from?
I don't know, but this is the 2 that we obviously saw fighting for the Dacia here. Looking like, actually, if Mutiny had actually
that was Mutiny. Up. Yeah, exactly. Mutiny backed off of it, but who are you? I'm wondering how and where they decided to engage in this fight. They saw the knock most likely and pushed in from the north side. I'm actually not sure.
I think Who Are You dropped around Milta Power. Don't quote me on that, but I think they were a bit further out east of Milta. So unfortunate for Besiktas, obviously, nice knock there from Lyron. They're going to get 2. Follow up on the answers. 2 knocks here for Lyron. Going to commit to the spray back over to the north side. We've got 1 member of Besiktas coming to back up. There you go. The wipe coming in from Besiktas. Fantastic stuff there from Lyron.
Oh yeah, but by all means. I mean, not only does he get the first 2 kills, he also does a 180 and just get an insta headshot with the Kar 98 afterwards. That is. That's where you keep the Kar 98. That's what I mean. Okay, you do swap over to the SLR.
If you're feeling it, I don't know. I'd keep it, but I would always say the SLR in the first instance.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Let's see, rotation coming northern. Blaze actually opted to stick around on that dirt road. They're gonna scare off, I would assume, because there's not gonna be a fight off of this. They're gonna scare off the Austrian forces. That's another team that they need something going their way. They desperately need to get something going. Haven't had the best tournament so far, and right now sitting in 9th. But remember, they also played yesterday, right? They're sitting at 43 points. They're already below with 6 games extra to what Blaze has been able to do so far in just 3 games.
Yeah, and again, you've got to take into account Blaze and Diamond have sponged a lot of the points out of the first 3 games of today. Obviously, the first place in game 1 and game 3, and then Diamond got first place in the second game. So a lot of those points going over to the same 2 teams. And actually, it drops down to, on the day today, Brute only having 22 points following Diamond's 37. That's the gap between second and third place. So the thing is, Erangel, again, is a good opportunity for teams to kind of pick up the slack and write off Miramar and Sanhok and say, look, home map now, let's execute what we know how to do, the tried and tested game plan. But we're going to need to see a couple of teams step up, though, because it's a 2-horse race right now.
It sure is. Let's see if they're going to be sharing. Some say sharing is caring, but when it comes to Battle Royale, I feel like it's a big old buffet, and you damn better fill your plate as big as you can, because there ain't always a second time to go grab what you want.
No, and actually, Blaze, as we do look at the map here, they do make the move as expected along the dirt road. They do settle for the flat top and the, well, not even the yellow anymore. It's the blue building now, isn't it?
I just call them planks.
Planks?
Yeah.
I guess that's a bit more PC than the other name the players actually call it, but it's going to be breaking the habit of calling it the yellows now for me. Yeah, exactly. As we see Zubala getting caught out here from some shots over by the Lodge compound. Nuclear Penguin set up here with 4. Putting some pressure over towards them. Not sure why Mutiny Zubala was trying to foot push up towards the Lodge, but you do see the other 2 members of Mutiny over down at the 1 story out in the middle of nowhere.
You're sitting far down south. You know there's players around. What are you oohing?
The circle pulling?
Yeah, I didn't see it shift up towards the north, and I'm thinking again, how are you rotating into this, right? Because either you're going over ruins, or you're rotating all the way south around Potato. There's no way in hell you're rotating through the field. I call it Tony Hawk field because you always flip things there.
I like that.
You're not going to just drive through there now. There's already enough teams in the compound surrounding that it's going to be tough. And look at the southwest side and the southeast, to be fair, as well. There's no more space now. Ruins is taken, unless if you go Bridge, Bermuda, Rossok, you ain't going to get into the circle without losing players.
No, you're not. And again, you can already see Diamond have stacked up 4 to Mini Pachinki. They've kind of settled on their position. Maybe, maybe a bit early to commit to that, but Austrian Force crashing in as 4 into the double mansion compound. You see Entropy trying to defend the crash here from Basictas Academy. He hit them. Oh my God, he hit the bar. I thought he was going to get flattened against the building there. They do manage to get in though, but Basictas Academy might be able to recover from this, but there's casualties on both sides. Trico will get confirmed there by Taco. Jinsky get a return on elsewhere. Now Sunny looking to wrap around on the outside here. Entropy still 3 strong, trying to defend this crash. He's going to push in to try and clean up this Basictas player inside the planks, as you would say, Toby.
Yeah, I mean, we said it, right? You ain't going to get inside this circle from that angle without losing players, and both the teams are feeling that right now. Still 3 alive on the side, 2 alive made on the side of the Entropy, trying to make the most of what probably will be a less than optimal matchup. BTM wrapping around the side does find the kill, and Basictas Academy, well, they're gonna go down, but I'm not expecting Entropy to be able to stay alive too long with this position, because I would expect other teams to have hurt them and go for the engagements. But as I say that, the potential team that could have actually fighting on the north side.
You've got Relegats and the domination team over here. We're gonna see casualties go in on the side of Reletag. So I'm not sure if Domination are going to be able to force the issue here. You see, actually, Domination going to back up now. Kuhn stuck over in the elbow of Ruins. Now, not really much support from his team. They're a bit split apart. You can see Jinsky on the mini-map coming over to try and help. But he's got to drop down to the rocks now. And actually, there you go. Oh,
wow.
That nade actually bounced on the ledge there.
Could you argue more skill than luck? Potentially. Okay, of course. There is nothing else. Like, there's no such thing as luck in PUBG. It's all skill.
You see Horseman now coming in to try and back up. You do see, actually, going to cook a nade here, send it over towards Jinsky. That's
your teammate, bro.
What?
He even tagged him. Dude, stop. I'm over here. Leave me alone.
These 2 members here almost definitely going to get cleaned up here, and they should be able to reset and get the res onto Kuhn. Jinsky needs to be a bit more decisive here, I feel. They've got them pinched into elbow. Should be 2 free kills for him. He's going to peek over now with the scar, unfortunately.
Wow.
Will land the final shots needed there. Will be a clean wipe. And Domination will be able to reset and keep 4 up here. But again, taking it pretty slow. This circle again, centering around Mini Pachinki, keeping Summer Potato in hill.
Yeah.
But yeah, good position for Diamond to be in. Blaze now with control of Potato Hill will be interesting to see in the late game. Zenith already losing Roth early, as we know. Nyx has gone down as well. He's waiting for a res. Looking like we're going to get Flammy reset for all this here, as we have Quantum up on the top of Everest, or we're actually on the edge of Everest, kind of come down here. Mystery over on a wide flank. This is going to give an interesting off angle for Quantum to deal with, but you can see they're just pushing down.
Again, a situation where you're taking a fight that neither of these two teams probably really want to take, as they just want to rotate as fast as they can. Mystery falls. Nice spray down coming in, but he did manage to find the knock on one first. Red Sea does get the second as well. Great shooting. Will he have time for the first aid? No, he wanted to be seen as well. The headshot comes in from Flammy. Almost had the 3-piece there, but not going to be the case. And now, well, who's the best friends of Flammy? Because I think with both of them having been knocked twice, can he get to Flammy? Well. Yeah, exactly. I don't think Flammy is going to get back on his feet.
Actually, Lipson sending some shots over into Entropic as they look like they tried to crash into this compound here. That's actually going to get cleaned up by always rank 1 Space coming out there to clean that up onto Reggie. And more shots with the SLR at distance from Lipson. Some good tags in, but I doubt he's going to be able to convert one of these kills if he does get the down.
Let's see, Lipson looking down. I mean, would they push even with a knock on the like the single house down there? I would not expect that. I mean, if they read the split well, there could be a great play in doing it, but I just feel like that's too greedy at this point.
I think with the position Blaze are in, they would be kind of putting themselves on the back foot if they come down and take control of Grandma's house in Pachiki Field. It's not the best spot. As we see Domination looking for a wide split across the new crater. This is obviously some of the changes we've seen to the terrain around here, as Ansvar gives us a fantastic overview here of the area. Thanks to Ansvar on the observing today. But this is one of the things I was talking about late game. This is one we used to see some stale team fights on the older Wrangles. So just these small changes with a dip added here and there makes it really exciting to see some of the variety to the gameplay, Toby, now that we're in Wrangle 2.0.
It opens up the map in a different way, because not only does it obviously impact the area that's changed, but it also impacts the value on other areas. Like, is my compound now worth less because a couple of trees were added 100 meters in that direction? Is my former really good dip now bad because there's a new hill that you can stand on and spot B from behind? I mean, so it's not just the area that is physically impacted that it has impact on, but it has big influence on everything surrounding it, really. Yeah,
even giving another area for a team to sit and kind of wait and defend their edge from, it's crucial now when teams come to rotate in the late game. See some good attacks from SLR of Apocalypse. I don't know if they're going to look to get aggressive onto Mutiny here. You can see on the minimap the way the circle has cut across Potato. Mutiny kind of stuck down in the valley that comes down over on the side of the hill. Again, now Austrian forces 4-man crash into the double mansion compound, looking very strong. Look how much space nuclear penguins have, Toby.
Yeah, they have all the room in the world. I think that's what Blaze is a little worried about right now. They have to commit to this fight, though. As you saw, I mean, as soon as Apocalypse shot before, he immediately turned back and looked up above, because that is a very easy place to get pulled up on from the north side. But I think they have to commit to try and hold up Mutiny now before they focus on anything else on the northern side.
Yeah, they can't leave a team behind them here. They need to be looking eyes forward into the circle. Ultimately, Mutiny are the team to stop them from doing so. So looking now, going to get some good attacks from Apocalypse again, but he will manage to make it behind the tree there. Granular will fall now to Laser. Laser?
Yeah.
Laser? Okay.
Laser.
I want to call him Laser.
He is a laser, so that's respectable. Like, that's a fair name.
But 2 members now from Mutiny going to get into the vehicle and try and just look for another direction in here. So Blaze doing the work necessary. You can see actually in the background another team. With the M4 gets 1 tag initially, but can't follow up on that. There is another team wrapping around. You can see it on the minimap right now. This purple vehicle marker coming. It is Zenith. They pulled up into exactly the same spot Mutiny was just in.
It's like, you thought you were done shooting down here, Blaze? No. Hell no, Double. Well, he finds exactly what his name says. Double kill comes in. I was thinking, where are you driving now if you're Mutiny? And there was nowhere to go. That's the answer to that question. Zenith, they're going to push on foot not knowing what they're running into, I think.
I don't know if Blaze even saw that. We saw it on the X-ray.
They must have heard the car. They must have heard the vehicle.
I mean, they stopped a long way out, though, Toby. I'm not sure. You can see the way they're positioned up onto the hard edge now. They obviously saw in the kill feed the rest of Mutiny die, but you can see no eyes from Blaze looking back to the south.
They actually aren't looking that way at all. Oh, this could be tough. If they're expecting the south side to be completely open now and everyone plays with their backs turned, that could be a big old blunder and could easily, I mean, Zenith already has kills in the hand. That could make their game even better should they get full control. And they know for sure. I mean, they just heard Apocalypse vehicle above. They know for a fact that there's a team sitting on the top of this hillside.
I think they stopped out of order.
They have no idea.
Apocalypse coming back over to check this, but this ridge is so strong on the edge of Potato here. If Apocalypse goes down and Zenith gets control of this, oh my god, he's going to peek over into 3 people if he keeps going. There we go. There he is.
This is like Vietnam War all over. It's like you don't see anything, and all of a sudden, when you hear the whistle, there's like 100 people around you. Like, no. He's gonna fall instantly now, though. It is a 3v3. Zenith did lose Roth earlier, and like in the very beginning of the game. So it's not because Blaze is out of it yet, but they are now well aware that there's a full team on the back.
Yeah, but this again, another really interesting part of the remastered Erangel, Toby, where this bunker has been added to the plateau on the side of Potato, makes it a really viable spot to take a team fight in. If you can get control of this, it gives you a little line of sight break. You can take cover behind a couple of things. This used to just be one sweeping, ridge on the side of the hill here.
Yeah.
Rip's actually a little bit exposed over here at the blue house over on the edge of Potato, but Zenith now. Oh my god, we've got Team Brute pushing up on the back of them as well. We're going to have a 3-man Clown Fiesta. 3-man. Oh, sorry, 3-team Clown Fiesta up here on the edge of Potato. It's actually Flammy taking some damage from Rip. Rip's going to get some return fire onto him. Laza with a fantastic spray onto Nyx.
It's going to be Zenith who's going to really feel the hurt. And let's see if they can turn this one around and somehow finish off Brute before Blaze pushes in on this. They do find the first, and now Blaze knows as well there's a brawl happening. Mystery is by himself, and they're going to fall down. Blaze do manage to find 2 of those kills. And now let's see, Brute, they might be in for more than they can chew here. They came for the fight with one team, but now they're fighting off Blaze as well. Let's see how this one is going to fare out.
Actually, Blaze now going to get the... Actually, Dipstick will fall to has it. And actually now... Blaze on the back foot when they had a good opportunity to push over here as Brute recovered from the fight with Zenith. You see Lipsin taking a bit more damage in the down state. Rip now over on an off angle. He's looking for a little flank. Ozzy might have just heard him, actually. I think he heard him. He just hit the prone as if he's playing off audio right now.
There you go. And it's working out.
Picks it up. Blaze will fall down to 1 member, and it's just Laza left. The only person on Blaze with kills this game. Lipsin almost definitely going to get spotted out here. There you go. Crowley will finish that one off. Laza pulling away for a tree. Can he pull off the 1v3, Toby? What do you think?
I'm not saying it's impossible. This is where those 10 extra bullets from an extended mag can really make the difference. So you have to reload mid-fight. Let's see. He's going to prone it out. And to be fair, I mean, similarly to what I normally see from Wildcats, I don't want to say they lose players early. Oh, hello, Besiktas. How are you doing down there? But Blaze is not a team that I combine with, connect with in top-tier lobbies, be really aggressive. So we'll see. Last time, I mean, he's already in placement points now. Can probably get quite a few more of it because I don't think that you'll see the remaining Brute players look for him.
It's an interesting decision made by Brute not to push up and clean that up completely. You can get the insta-kill, so they know there's somebody going to be there. And again, just having the dynamic of a player being sat behind you, it makes it very difficult late game. You've got to be constantly eyes sweeping the ridge, checking every tree, checking every rock. So for me, it's always better. If you're 3 strong, you know there's a solo left, clear it out when you get the chance.
I mean, they only did get 2 of those kills, though, so maybe they're expecting there to be a double somewhere, and they just want to play it slow, because I don't know if they saw the kills coming in early. Space! You need some more of that if you want to stay alive. 1 more bullet should do it, but no, Mamik missing the final. As I say that, does he miss it? No, he doesn't. Finally finds it. He's tanking a lot of blue. You got to get going here, Mamik, and I don't exactly see where it is that you can't go at this point. Smoke should have been thrown long ago, because the next one, now that it goes to phase 6, is going to hurt by it damn much.
I mean, this one's ticking for 5 already. He's going to find a second knock as well. Onto 1 tap. He's going to fall behind the rocks, though. Always rank 1, losing 2 to Mamik in the blue. But here, he's not going to get this one off. So he will die to the blue there. Nyx, the last one up, 4 diamonds. Only 2 kills, and they were in a really strong position early game, Toby.
Yeah, this circle is going to go far. So we're shifting on to come on last. A hip fires 1. They are now split apart. Did I say extended mag? I think I did. Able to survive just barely. I feel like had he had more bullets because he stopped shooting a few split seconds before the return kill came in. Oh, that could have been wild because Crowley was nowhere near in a position to help out.
Nope, he wasn't. If both of those players go down there, that's 2 kills for Laza. Easy. And again, unfortunately, landed the headshot in the first spray as well, but just ran out of bullets.
Wow. Kresuka does find one more grenade. Let's see. Team Diamond's wrapped around it. That's great timing. Able to get the kill. Oh, gotta reload that thing if you want to get any kills off. It does manage to do so as well, but you're getting yourself caught now into the blue, and then we'd have to expect him to go down and return sometime soon.
And actually, he should have taken the option to go outside here. He's going to be able to stick this. It shouldn't tick him again, but he needs to go outside. Yeah, this is the right decision, not to come into the compound. There you go. Unfortunately, does still get picked off from Kresuka. Like bazooka, but Kresuka. What? Landed a beautiful SLR headshot onto him there as we were debating his name. Now just one member left for domination. It's going to be Kuhn over on the edge of the ridge coming outside the barn. The hangar. But he's not going to have too many options now as Junsky will fall elsewhere. And that was his way into the circle, really, to pull up to Junsky on that ridge.
Jones, plenty of space now. And as you said earlier, Nuclear Penguins all the room in the world. That means they also only have one kill because there really hasn't been anyone going the way. Look at the ammo. One spare bullet for Hellscream.
What has he been shooting at? What's he been shooting at?
I mean, he landed school and he hasn't left it yet. So yeah. They haven't really been forced to go in. I don't even know if he's left the pool house yet.
Maybe he only got 67.6 with the SLR that he picked up.
And he never found one more, exactly.
No, as you see, Team Brute now actually in, I'd say Nuclear Penguins with their split, they're probably in the best position, but Team Brute 3 strong up on the high ground here. We're going to expect Austrian Force to be forced out of the compound.
I feel like at this point, other than the compound, there's no one, like no one team is in a bad position now because it's all like this is your standout close quarter game, right? As soon as we are on potato, it's all just you have a tree, I have a tree. Let's see who can land the shots when they have to.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see exactly where Entropic are playing, but looks like they're maybe already committed to the prone behind the tree strat. You actually see Hazy from Brute getting down, and they're
better stick it.
Oh, the smoke bounced off the tree, so they're not even in the smoke.
That is palm sweaty mom spaghetti right there.
You see, actually, Entropic now, you can see them looking a bit active. They're pushing south towards that down, but I think he took a shot as he came away from there. Bogart just trying to send some shots over towards Austrian Force. Not going to land anything there with the SLR. Crowley now spotting out. And now, there you go, Entropic. Double will push up and get Hazy down again. We know that's at least his second down. Actually, the Molly will confirm that one over. So, Entropic reading this situation very nicely. I did say they were probably committed to the prone behind the tree strat already, but looking up and getting a kill point for free there. Actually paying off for them, to be fair. And again, they've not really got a viable decision to make out of this next circle, Toby.
Yeah, exactly. They have 2 guys sitting, and unless if they have somewhere along the lines of 15 smokes, I don't think they'll be able to cross that road without a vehicle, and that play is also probably a death sentence. So buy as much time as you can for your other 2 teammates to get into a better position, potentially.
Yeah, the sight lines from Austrian Force are going to be the downfall of Entropic here. Always ranked 1 going out in 5th place. Seni finally getting spotted out. It will be Justus that picks that one up. Zorf looking for a scar spray up the hill into the smoke. Not going to find any damage off that one. Still only 2 kills on Nuclear Penguins. Jones actually picking up another kill onto Brute there. So Jerdy will fall. Crowley the last one up now. And this is where Austrian Force, you know, in terms of utility, they got some vehicles, they got some smoke still. They might be able to get themselves a position to hold on till the end game here.
We'll see. The next circle's going to pop in about 30 seconds, but I feel like the game might not come to an end and get us down to just 2 teams alive by the time that happens, because you have Brood on the very edge and Entropic kind of in the corner with them. And somehow they're not really fighting each other right now, but I think that's only for the duration of how long these smokes are going to be there for.
Yeah, and that always scope is actually blocking him. Oh, I was going to say his scope was actually blocking where Crowley was stood there. You could just see it lining up perfectly. It does eventually spot him when he scopes in there. So double up to 4 kills now. None on Hawkeye. See, actually, Double still has 10 smokes left, Toby. So he's got all the time in the world to sit here.
Well, I just want to smoke yourself off now and just lay in those smokes for the next good while. There might be some placement points to catch off of that, because I don't think he'll be doing much shooting.
That's a big knock, though. Hellscream getting a knock onto Austrian Force weakens them over on the west side. And they're trying to set up some vehicle force and just get themselves a cover behind a couple of trees just to see one more circle. So that knock is actually huge for Hellscream. That's going to make things potentially easier for the Nuclear Penguins. Now getting some more damage on Double. Will pick up the kill onto Crowley, though. 5 kills for him.
I'm unsure if... no, okay, so he is the Hellscream will know for a fact that there's a player right next to him. He's pushing over now as well. Shots already being connected from way down towards the road. Such a nice angle from Broker to get info all the way up that hillside.
And now actually you're going to see Jones pick up the kill onto Double. Zorf will confirm out Justice. That was the knock I think we saw earlier on. So 3 up on Nuclear Penguins. Is it still 3 or is it 2 left on Austrian Force?
Just 2 left alive, yeah. A solo, a duo, and then the 3-man team up the hill. And I think at this point, I mean, this one, unless if something magical happens, it's got a sequence written all over. We'll see Hellscream going a little greedy now, hopping up on the roof, trying to see if he can get a better angle to see some of the guys further down, because that's the issue. Nobody really wants to push over that ridgeline. They want to do as much damage as they can before having to, well, is eventually make the run down.
Yeah, and actually Hawkeye now, I mean, the way this is playing out, Nuclear Penguins, unless they have the kill feed knowledge, are going to maybe assume this is a 3v3 with Austrian Force. Now, forgetting about Hawkeye, he does have, I think he's on that tree, right? Or is he on the day scale?
He's by the vehicle.
Right, okay, so this now actually, that's a good spot to be in. The vehicle's blown up as well.
Yep. He'll be safe there, at least for now, and only for a little while longer, I'm afraid, because eventually you have to push forward. But I'm actually not sure. I think Nuclear Penguins might have to push down the ridge before he has to leave the vehicle. Now let's see. Shots are fired. Nice connected shots as well. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they've got the insurance policy. The contingency plan is Bogart down on the north side. He's closest to the road. Maybe going to be able to get an off angle here. Hawkeye just quietly waiting while all this goes on. I think we're going to see Austrian Force go out in 3rd place.
Key placement points. Plays Hawkeye. Nope, now he goes green. He wants the kills as well. That might be a death sentence. We'll see. There is 2 over the top. Saga can't get eyes on, but I don't think it's going to matter. He should be seen. Shots are being fired. Now the kill does come in. So Entropic will fall in 3rd place. Saga, can he do it? No, he can't. And Nuclear Penguins managing to get away. It wasn't a wild game. It wasn't a crazy one, but they split out late and they get the info and the room they need to get themselves a 5-kill win.
Yeah, I mean, did everything that was necessary. Again, advantageous first circle, and obviously the subsequent shifts they had a hell of a lot of space through circle 4, Toby, and ultimately that, you know, leads to a kind of slow mid-game for them, but they were able to position themselves to absolutely guarantee the win. Taking control of those, the dog houses as they're called up on the hill, that's a great play out of school, and I mean, that relatively, you know, fortunate that nobody else came to contest that area of the map, but
exactly.
Again, they took a lot of control and they earned that one.
And it all played out of Circle's 2's rough shift up towards the north, right? We said it. You cannot rotate anywhere, like within that little, like, top northeastern side, like that top quarter of the circle. You cannot go over Potato because there's already teams there. You cannot go through Chinky, and you cannot go past the ruins area. That's why they had all the space in the universe up there, because no one was able to get into that exact area. Now we do have 2 more games to go, guys, so please do us a favor, stick around, because there's plenty more amazing PUBG coming your way just out of the break.
start of our Erangel games goes much more even as we get things a bit more of a normal circle, a bit more of a normal start for all of these teams, as you guys mentioned, the playing path, favoring people's opportunity to just get themselves in the right spot. Joining me, I have Hypoc as well as Toby. Gentlemen, it was more even, and anytime I get the opportunity to say Nuclear Penguins more often is a happy one, so they get themselves the first place. Hypoc, good to see them getting themselves in that spot.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one of the ones that Toby talked about before the game started today. So fantastic to see them live up to the hype, the Toby hype. But yeah, interesting the way that one played out. It's difficult for a team to get something moving so late in the game after having such a slow mid game. But they positioned well, and ultimately they looked the most confident in the late game. Jumping up on roofs, looking for angles, actively trying to hold people out. So it was good to see.
Toby, thoughts?
I mean, I completely agree. They, despite getting thrown on the edge of that endgame circle, they were the one team to dare to cross the road. They were the one team to dare to push out and take control and play off of what they were seeing, while other teams, for example, Austrian Fools, they were very, very late in trying to get out of the compound. I feel had they dared more, they could have potentially pushed over north around to try and take Hellscream's position and see if they could see anything from the north side of the road, to then rotate back and potentially get into a better spot themselves. So again, we see it. I mean, teams that go out and say, no, we're not going to let them push us around. They are also more often than not the team that ends out on top.
Interesting to note, though, from that win, they've still not been able to push themselves into the top 16 according to these.
I was just about to say 12th place, 10th place, 12th place. So a much needed win, I'll be honest.
For sure.
Hopefully, this could be a team that we just see perform really well on a angle. There are teams that struggle on the other two, so we'll have to wait and see how that one pans out. Maybe they can redeem themselves in the final two games. Maybe follow up this win with a couple more points. But
I mean, I think one of the main things we haven't really touched on as well is that I think, without disrespecting anyone, we could say that Group B is arguably stronger than Group A is. So today is, on paper, the day that they should be getting more points than they will tomorrow, right? So having had 3 tough games coming into this, they really want to finish off strong in a wrangle because they don't know what they're getting tomorrow.
I mean, if yesterday was our metric for that, Toby, you're absolutely right. There is no disrespect shown. There is just facts from what we saw yesterday, at least in that small controlled space. So that is going to make for a very interesting tomorrow for some of the teams, of course, playing those last games out. I just want to kind of brief over some of the moments in that game. Zoka, what on earth was that shot? That was shot of the day so far for me. That was mental.
Yeah, I mean, he had about 3 pixels. Two shots, and he hits both of them, right?
and then actually, with the harder DMR to do it, the slower bullet velocity on the SLR, mini shot maybe, but yeah, really impressive headshot there from Zoka.
Yeah, crazy stuff. All right, well, thank you very much, gentlemen. I just wanted to get that out of the way because I was fanboying over that for about 5 minutes after it happened. We are going to go to a break, and when we return, we have game number 5, Erangel Remastered. We'll see you soon.